Well, I mean, I'm excited to see another high schooler run against the pros. Sadie Engelhardt, I think that she is such a fun athlete to watch. She just does so much for her team. But you know what's really cool is we have athletes that have been here and done that. You know, Chrissy Gear, Alex Tubal, Abby Nichols, Katie Westerman. Like, it's fun to see athletes come back and want to see what they can do. I mean, we have a number of them. Jenn Randall. There's a lot of athletes that have been here, and so I'm excited to see that. And this is kind of that meet last year where I think a lot of athletes went home and got excited about their training and racing. And, you know, Chrissy Gear won her first steeplechase national championship last year after really having a great meet here last year. So, yeah, I'm going to see everyone. Abby Nichols, though, got to give it up to her. She is the defending champ. She's coming back.
Well, in this one, we've got quite a star-studded field, but like you said, Sadie Engelhardt, watching another high school athlete in this one. She ran 4:31 earlier this year, and here she is. She's going for a sub 4:30 here, and you could see the fire in her eyes as they zoomed in, Carrie. She looks like she's ready to go.
She is definitely one that can switch it on when she needs to. I mean, if you've seen anything from last week, she was in her 4x8, I believe, and she kind of dropped the baton a couple times, and she came back from way far back, and they ended up winning. And she just is a phenomenal athlete that knows how to race, knows how to get it done. And then it seems like when she's done racing, she goes on to be, 17-year-old girl and have some fun in life. So I love watching her. But this woman right here, Chrissy Gear, she does a lot for the sport. She wears her heart on her sleeve, and look at those tattoos. Like, she just expresses her way in a really cool way, and I'm excited to see her race. I think she's pumped. She's run 4:03 already this year for 1,500.
Going to be tough to beat, but here's your reigning champion. That's Abby Nichols.
Also the record holder. Ran 4:26.08 last year to set that record.
And we'll do a run through of all the athletes in this. We've got Mary Ellen Udally wearing hip 1, Stephanie Parsons Cassell, hip 2, Melissa Tanaka, hip 3, Sadie Engelhardt is hip 4, Jenn Randall from Oregon Track Club, hip 5, Eleanor Fulton wearing hip 6, Katie McCune wearing hip 7, Gemma Finch of Heartland Track Club is wearing hip 8, Chrissy Gear of NAZ Elite is hip 9, Katie Wasserman of NAZ Elite 10, wearing hip 11's Abby Nichols of NAZ Elite, Alex Tubal is wearing hip 12, and Emma Grace Hurley of Heartland Track Club wearing hip 13. Our pacer, Anna Vess, running for Very Nice Track Club. She's looking for 4:22 pace. Going to try and take him through the 1K.
So our top 3 are returning here, Declan, and Abby Nichols was first, Chrissy Gear was second, Alex Tubal was third. Alex Tubal went out hard. Right now we see Chrissy Gear up in front there, but Tubal went out really hard last year and tried to kind of run the kick out of some of the athletes. It worked until the last 50 meters. It was really tight until the end.
And a huge move there. Vess was a little bit stuck and waited to get down to the backstretch, but I actually kind of like that move from a pacer. Everyone's pushing hard and trying to get out early in the race, so that's that next 100 meters that's really important, or that next 200 meters to try and settle all the athletes in. So Vess charges up to the front and starts pulling this pace along once the athletes are settled in.
Well, and Chrissy Gear got out hard, and she's used to that. She's run, like I said, very well. She ran 4:03 already this year, which is a PR for her. She's coming off of one of her best season openers, well, her best ever, running 9:29 at Pre last weekend in the steeplechase. So good things are in store for her. The steeplechase is, I don't want to say unfortunately wide open now, but we have 2 of our main athletes that are not able to race this year due to injury, which happens. And so I do think that Chrissy Gear is ready to go. And if this race last year was the race that kind of got her wheels turning, you know she wanted to come back and see if she could run well again.
And Chrissy Gear, Alex Tubal, Jenn Randall, all pressing up at the front. Eleanor Fulton in that mix as well. A bit of a contrast from how Sadie Engelhardt ran her 4:31. Now she's right in the thick of the pack instead of pressing from the front.
You know, I love that about Sadie Engelhardt. She puts herself in these races like in Allie Zealand. They get themselves in races, whether it's the 800 meters, the mile, the 5K, and just tries to figure out how to navigate through crowds, how to navigate with athletes that are getting paid to run. You know, there's professional athletes that do this for a living. So, yeah, not surprised to see her in this race, figuring out how she can work around and get things done.
And it's really packed up now down the back stretch. They came through 2:16 through 809 meters. And that's Eleanor Fulton moving to the front. Tubal on
Eleanor
the inside.
Fulton. Yeah, Fulton has had a wild last couple of years, lots of injuries. She said this is her third race in 3 weeks. She's run 4:10, but she has run 4:03. So everyone watching right now that knows her would not be surprised to say that, okay, now she's back, and one of these days it's going to click, and it looks like today might be that day.
And Fulton in the lead as they approach the bell. And it's Jenn Randall of Oregon Track Club, Fulton, Tubal, and Gear.
Jenn Randall has always been one to make it a race. She runs hard and she gets out there.
And Tubal found an open running lane on the inside there. So it's Tubal and Randall 1 and 2. Fulton and Gear 3 and 4. And Sadie Engelhardt moves up into, it looks like, 6th place. She's running quite well in the middle of the pack. Tubal and Randall 1 and 2. There's Sadie Engelhardt moving now into 4th place. Sadie Engelhardt moving up down the home stretch. Tubal, Randall, Fulton, and Engelhardt. Here comes Engelhardt challenging the pros. She's making a late charge for it. Randall moves to the lead, but here comes Engelhardt. Randall gets the win. Engelhardt's going to set a new national record. Jenn Randall, 4:28.23 for the win. Sadie Engelhardt, the high schooler, 4:28.46 for what might be the shortest-lived national record. Sadie Engelhardt goes back and gets her national record after watching it go down just a few moments ago. Alex Tubal, 4:29 for 3rd. Eleanor Fulton in 4th.
So that's an all conditions record for Sadie Engelhardt. Zealand in a high school race only, so that is different there. But Sadie Engelhardt coming from behind, almost going all the way, but look at this, Jenn Randall really putting on a big move with about less than 4:50 to go, and then, oh, excuse me, that was not, there's Jenn Randall with about 300 to go. She made that move and just grinding it out, trying to get that final kick all the way through. But Sadie Engelhardt, watch her there. She's in 4th here, passing Eleanor Fulton, moving into 2nd. And wow, if she would have had 10 more meters, 15 more meters, who knows what would have happened.
What a finish. Jenn Randall gets the win, makes a strong move with a lap to go, gets passed by Tubal, but still has enough to make one final move and bring it home. 4:28.23 for Jenn Randall. Engelhardt and Tubal round out the podium. Fulton runs 4:29. Chrissy Gear runs 4:31 for 5th. Melissa Tanaka finishes 6th in 4:31. Last year's champ, Abby Nichols, runs 4:32 for 7th, and Emma Grace Hurley of Heartland Track Club rounds out the top 8 in 4:32.
Randall setting a new PB as well. She'd run 4:30 coming into this meet, so 4:28. almost 2 seconds there. Sadie Engelhardt going well under 4:30. She's got to be pleased as well.
Engelhardt showing once again she can mix it up with the pros. And there's Sadie Engelhardt, that all conditions record, 4:28.46 to finish second. And Jenn Randall gets the win, 4:28.23. Just such an exciting way to wrap up the women's races on the day.
They just keep getting better, don't they? Don't they? That's crazy. All right, Jen, you've run here once, twice, 3 times. First time ever dipping under 4:30. That's amazing. Talk about that feeling.
Oh, I've been trying to do it for years, and I feel like I've plateaued a bit, and today I just felt good, and I just tried to go for it, and it worked out well, and it just means a lot to do it here at this event that I keep coming back to because I love the energy, I love the crowd, they put it together really well, and it's just super sweet to have a victory here today.
You know, the older you get, you're running, and sometimes it becomes a task. How cool is it that this is a very heavily high school event? So talk about seeing all these kids and how happy you are to be in the same race as pros or all that. Talk about, does that add to you? Does it make you feel like a kid again?
Totally, I love it. You know, I didn't have these opportunities when I was in high school a long time ago. So it's just really awesome to see kids like at a young age getting super excited about the sport and just like having fun with it. Because I feel like this event does a good job of like making it competitive, but also just making it a really fun experience for those high school kids. So I love to see that. I'm excited for the future, especially women's running.
Yeah. So Oregon, you know, Eugene Hayward Field, that's where a lot of the magic happens. So you've run on the big stage there. But what do you think about this atmosphere here and all these people here? It's smaller, but I feel some energy that I don't feel.
Yeah, as a native Eugenian, I gotta be careful what I say, because Eugene is great, but also like all these athletes people along the track is great. Some of the kids over there are giving us like good luck high fives. Like it's just really special.
Awesome. Anyone you gotta say hi to in Eugene?
Yeah, my husband and coach Peter, and my dogs Cedar and Kai.
Awesome. Give her one more round of applause. Let's hear it.
So awesome. She's coming off of a great 5,000 at LA too, so she's just having a phenomenal season.
Oh my gosh. Just 10 minutes ago, there was a national record, 4:30, Ali Zealand. You were watching that when you were warming up. What was going on?
Yeah, I actually, in staging, lost my bib, so that added to the stress a little bit, but yeah, it's amazing to see Allie's growth, and she's really just hammering those PRs this year, so yeah, that's super exciting to watch for sure.
So, 4:28, did you ever think that was going to be possible? Were your workouts leading up to that? Is that what you wanted? Talk about that.
Yeah, mostly like for training paces, it's been pretty much around there, so yeah, I'm very happy with that. I think that's probably what I could have run. I think the last lap was a little quicker in general, so maybe if it was more even, it could be a little bit lower, but yeah, I can't be mad at the 4:28.
Yeah, so you've done it all. You know, you've done all the crazy events that they put on for high schoolers around here. Festival of Miles is pretty special to me. How do you feel it ranks up on the thing? And talk about the atmosphere here today.
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, the fire, yeah, everything is just great. And yeah, my teammate could be here, so it's just like, yeah, to have the high schoolers and the pros, it's kind of the best of both worlds. So very happy to be here.
Awesome. So I don't know if you want to share, but what was one of your last workouts that you ran that made you know that you were ready to rip today?
Yeah, I did. This is kind of also credit to Coach Hennis Renzi. She kind of helped us with this workout, but 400, 400, 800, everything's at mile pace, and then 4, 4, 6, and then the 800 in that set was like 2:13, so I was pretty soaked at that. But yeah, that's one of their most recent workouts, yeah.
Awesome. So, I mean, does it sunk in yet, guys? Can you guys say it one more time? National record. Miss Engelhardt, 4:28. Let's hear it, let's hear it.
That's Sadie Engelhardt. And we'll take a quick look at Marathon Sports.